Hello guys, today we're picking up my new project, BMW E9 2800 CS Coupé. Yeah, it's one of my dream cars and we need to drive around 2 hours to get there. And my dad is currently in front of us with a rental truck so we can tow the car back home because it's been standing for 40 years. Yeah, it's a mess. What have I gotten myself into this time? I have no idea what I was thinking. I just really like this classic car. It's really rusty. There's only negative points on it. It's mostly complete but has been disassembled already. The body has been cut. Quite a lot of kilometers, 140k, which for these is already a lot. What else there is? It's one of the smaller engines. It's the M30 B28V version, so it's a carbureted 2.8 litre M30. It is in a terrible state. But at the same time, I'm really glad that we can save a true classic car. I'm really looking forward to bring this project to you guys because personally it means a lot to me. Also, this color, I think it's kind of rare. It looks really bad right now. I've already polished the spot, so I'll clean it a bit and then I'll polish it just to show you how it looks because frankly it looks amazing. I really like it. It needs a full respray, obviously it's incredibly rusty. So I'm just gonna give you guys a quick walk around. It doesn't run. In the next episode on this project we will get the engine to run again, then take it out and start with the rust work because the engine needs a whole refresh. I want this to be a comfortable cruiser so I can take it on road trips to, I don't know, Spain, Eastern Europe, I don't know, I just want to drive with this everywhere. So yeah, it's going to be a nice road tripping machine, and for that we need a completely refreshed engine because otherwise it's not reliable. These engines drink quite a bit of fuel and that's also why I'm happy that we got the smaller one and not the 3 litre. So yeah, it's 170 horsepower, it's not a lot, but for that time that was a lot. So just going to give you a walk around. Yeah, the engine is nothing special. It was used in many different cars. Fortunately, that also means that there's still a lot of parts available, so we won't have an issue bringing this car back onto the road from the engine perspective. There's many parts to be had at relatively cheap prices. This also fits perfectly with the channel because we're used to cheap builds. Let's hope that we can resurrect this engine in the next episode in this project. Shouldn't be too hard. These engines are known for their reliability and being really robust. Unfortunately, the smaller engines like the 2.8 are also known for cracking the heads, so that will give me a flashback to my E34 and my E46. So yeah, what I love in this car is the interior. The wooden trim and everything just looks so like stylish. Newer cars just don't have the charm that the older one used to have. The interior is completely trashed. Everything is disassembled. Most parts are kind of broken. There's just a lot to be done. The whole interior will get reupholstered and we will keep the same color but in leather. This car is by no means a collector's piece. Too many kilometers, too bad of a state, will be restored in not original condition. Yeah, it's nothing, really, it is really nothing special. And being the smaller engine, less desirable, so I'll just make it my own and restore it instead of butchering a good example to make it my own. Also, I don't have the money for a good example, so this will have to do. Unfortunately, this car is also in a terrible condition from a rust perspective. The sills have already been cut out, the front wing has already been cut out, the doors are rusted beyond recognition, the damper mounts are completely rusted beyond recognition. It's just in a really terrible condition. So lots of videos coming away, I guess. The story of this car is unfortunately quite sad. The lady that I bought it from was not the owner on the papers, it was her car and she drove it for 10 years or so. This being an early production model was around 1970. She drove it for 10 years and then it has been parked since because of issues, and her husband promised her that he would restore it because she loved the car a lot. So when we finish this restoration, we're gonna go back to the original owner. If I'm correct, she was the first owner. So this is, after all, the first owner's car, just in a terrible state, and we'll restore it to its former glory. Unfortunately, her husband was a hoarder of some kinds. There were tons of military trucks and everything. And also with this, he was terribly unorganized. And yeah, there's many parts that are probably missing, and he just cut and cut without really starting anywhere. and also there were sets of wheels. I got a set of wheel, and when I got home I actually noticed that one of the 4 wheels was not for this car, it was of a E32 7 Series. So it was really weird. I just mix and match parts. Lights from this car were in another box from another 7 Series. It was just a huge mess. I didn't want to show the place where the car was because it's other people's privacy and no need to invade that. Yeah, I'm going to show you the paint, and then this is the first episode on this project, and the next one will come in around next month because I still need to finish the engine swap on my E46 and we have lots of stuff to do. Another thing many people don't know is that this single stage paint that's on all the cars really likes to come back. On newer clear coated paint it's not that likely, but the single stage paint leaves you a lot of room to play with as long as it's been applied thick back in the day. This one seems to be thick. I have no paint depth gauge, but I'm just gonna show it to you. I've did another spot on the roof already, and I've also invested in a good polishing machine. I'm really happy with this one. As you can see, it comes back incredibly nice. Unfortunately, this car is way beyond the point of not needing a respray, so it will get its respray, but in this exact color. I like it. Thank you guys a lot for watching this video. This is an important project to me, and I'll try and make my best of it and give you guys some nice videos. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first complete project series on an E9. All the other videos are just slideshow with pictures and they're not really good. So I'll make my best and make this a worthy first project on YouTube. If I'm mistaken, or if you just have a question regarding this project, just leave it down below. I'll gladly come back to you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.